Today I got an appointment for a Broadway National Tour. I'm really excited to have the opportunity, but also what does that mean realistically? Like, what do I need to prepare? So I'm gonna show you guys everything that I'm gonna do. We're gonna get started today. Okay, so one of the first things that I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna print out all of the material the casting team sent me. So they sent a 30-page packet, which is actually very typical for an audition of this caliber. So they asked me to prepare multiple scenes and multiple songs from the show. And then they also said this might be a cover track, which means that you might be understudying multiple tracks in the show. So they also asked you to prepare other parts within the material that they sent you for this one role. So they're like, just in case, just memorize every person's lines, and then we might have you jump to different characters. So we have 13 days to prepare that. So I actually feel confident that I can do that. And then I'm gonna start marking and color coding the different characters with different colored highlighters, taking notes on acting beats, listening to the songs on repeat. I'm gonna zhuzh up my resume, zhuzh up my website. I'm gonna book a voice lesson with my voice teacher so that we can map out every portion of the audition cuts. I haven't booked an acting coach in a really long time, but I feel like for this material, I should. So I'm also gonna book an acting session. We have 13 days. We got this. We got this. It's gonna be great. So step one, I'm grabbing my book and I'm taking a look at my resume. Some of that's looking a little old. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna redo my resume a little bit. I'll show you how I do that. Her name is Canva and she's my best friend in the whole wide world. It looks a little small right now because this is an 8.5 by 11. And you're gonna want an 8 by 10. You know how like in high school, your teachers were like Times New Roman 12 or Times New Roman 11. Like there's different format structures that you have to do for different reasons. Auditioning, 8 by 10. I don't really know why. Sorry. When I took a workshop with Scott Vochick, he said like, if you have another photo just to show us a little more about yourself, feel free to put that on the back of your resume, and I've continued to do that. I also have my representation here, what theaters I've worked at, what roles I've played, and then it's important to also list, you know, who was the director, who was the choreographer, the musical director. It's like putting references down on any other job resume so that people will call and be like, no, they're great to work with, hire them. Use this as the resource it is, because it's just as important for you as it is for casting to get a better idea of who you are, especially if you're going in for a new team. I'm going in for a team that I've never gone in for before with this audition, so I really want to sell myself as much as I can so that even if it doesn't work out with this show, they cast tons of others so they think about me in the future for other projects. I decided to print out all of the sides that I've been asked to prepare for this role. Get this material out of your hands because you don't want the thing that you bring into the room to be I memorized what you asked for. You're not going to be able to give them what you're really working towards. I'm going to go through every moment right now in these sides and I'm going to mark out, I think this would be fun to do with that line. And then maybe I'm like, I have no idea what to do with that line. You're gonna go onto YouTube and you're gonna find the scene because I will bet you there are 20 iterations on the internet right now that you can watch. You can kind of pick and choose, like, what did this person do with this one line? Oh, I like the way that she did that. Or, oh, you know, that makes me think maybe I should try it this way. It's about inspiration. Now it's just like any other script. Just highlight all of your lines. It's very therapeutic. I think it's one of my favorite parts about getting a new script. So this is day one. We have 13 days to prepare for a Broadway National Tour audition. Here we go. Hi guys, we have 12 days now until my national tour audition. I booked a voice lesson and an acting lesson for later in the week so I can go over all of the songs and the sides that are required for the audition. So today's task is just getting as off book as possible while making some character choices and developing my own version of this role. 12 days until my national tour audition. Let's get ready. So we have 11 days until the national tour audition. Today I had a voice class with Broadway Vox. I did a pop song so I could start working on like the pop material that I'm gonna need to bring in for the tour, and it went really well. And that is 11 days until our national tour audition. That's what we did today. More tomorrow. Okay, update. We have 10 days and I threw out my back because I've been trying to get more muscular so that when I present myself in the audition room, I look ready to accomplish an 8-show week. And yesterday I went a little too hard. I had a voice lesson for later today and I'm gonna do it virtually now. And then I have an acting lesson at 7 o'clock tonight to go over all of the sides. We're gonna see how my back does throughout the day. I'm just icing it and working on content, and then I'll work on the sides and the songs. 10 days.
It's gonna go. Oh no! Write some notes down.
What? No! Why wouldn't it start recording when you accept it?
doing this so I have like plenty of time to like consume this and get it in me. This is my little Halloween hack for the day. We had a 7 o'clock show, but right before the show, I went to Open Jar Studios to print out new sheet music.
Ooh.
So my printer doesn't do double-sided printing and I don't have a 3-hole punch. So, fun fact, you can actually pay Open Jar Studios to print material for you and hole punch them for your book. So my audition is 1 week from today. So here is everything that we did to prepare for our national tour audition next week. I'm updating my book. So today I actually ended up printing out 3 new songs to exchange with old songs in my book. And then I ordered new tabs. I really just need this page, but I keep buying whole sets of tabs because they don't sell these front pages individually. And then I also requested 5 new headshots and 5 new copies of my resume to get sent over to Quick Color Custom Photo Lab, which I will be picking up tomorrow. The goal is to take apart the songs of the past, bring in songs of the present. These are the 3 songs that I got assigned in a voice class that I'm taking right now with Broadway Vox, where they redo your book and they give you 4 new pieces of material. We haven't gotten our 4th one yet, but the 3 that I got assigned so far are fantastic. I have posted videos of me performing all of these pieces if you want to check them out. It's with my voice teacher Jared. In order to solidify my confidence in the room, I decided to book 1 more voice lesson with my voice teacher next week, 2 days before the audition. I will go into that audition completely off book for every role that they could consider me for all of the sides and all of the songs. And if they ask me to jump place to place, I will be prepared. 1 week from today, we have our national tour audition. Let's do it! So much better. We have 4 days left until our national tour audition, and I'm just gonna take you on a Spark Notes version of everything that happened today, and then we're gonna get into redoing my book. I'm gonna completely reconstruct my book. I'll make a separate video as well. Sorry for the look. I got a spray tan today. We're gonna talk about that. I feel the most confident when I look a certain way, so I got my nails done, I got a spray tan. I'm meeting a casting team for the first time. I wanna show them what I think the best version of myself is, and that is all relative. What you think the right look is how you like to be perceived. How do you like to look? What makes you feel confident? Because that's what it really comes down to, is when you're going into such a vulnerable environment, what can you do to make yourself feel confident? This is just something that I decided to do for this audition. No, I have never done this combo, nails and spray tan, for an audition. I usually do it for like major life events. A Broadway National Tour audition is actually a pretty big life event. Would I recommend you to do this? I'm just also terrified, and this is helping me kind of security blanket my insecurities. We're working on it. I'm going to therapy, I promise. The other thing that I did to prepare for my audition today was pick up new headshots and resumes from Quick Color Custom Photo Lab, and they are fresh. Ooh, wow. That's the double-sided gloss. Feels good. We are going to redo my book. If this is your first time making a book, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna take your binder, you're gonna make sure you purchase one with photo inserts on the front and back, and you're gonna put a copy of your headshot and a copy of your resume on the front and the back. On the inside of your binder, you're going to put a copy of your resume. And then these little tabs, these are Avery number tabs. So I bought a big pack of these Avery color number tabs. These songs right now are not 100% what I want to use. Some of the songs I actually don't enjoy doing. I'm gonna completely gut this for the first time in like 2 years. Out with the old, in with the new. And we're gonna put in a resume here. I'm gonna take out all of my sheet music. I'm gonna reprint a brand new page divide, and then I'm gonna put all of my songs in the order of how I would want them in my book. For this one, I did alphabetical order. Up to you how you want to organize it. Make it something you're proud of. This is not your enemy, and a lot of people feel a lot of animosity towards their book. This is your best friend. This is actually the thing that's gonna book you the job, along with you and your talent. I've also been going over the lines every night before bed. Still a little choppy, but we're getting there. And I'm certain that in 4 days, no sweat. No sweat. That's our check-in for the day. We have 4 days until our national tour audition. Let's go. We have 2 days until our national tour audition, and I am going to get my clothes hemmed at the tailor because I really want to wear this denim jumpsuit but the pants are just like a little too long. So I'm going to get them hemmed right now, and then I'm going straight to a voice lesson, and then back to the apartment to run lines. Here we go.
The audition is tomorrow. I've done everything I can to prepare. I have all of the sides memorized, all of the songs memorized. My voice teacher yesterday, I went through them all with him. He was like, I don't have much to give you. It's really easy in your voice. So now it's just, I do a show tonight, and then tomorrow morning, I wake up, I head to the audition studio, and that's all. This is my emotional support soup. This journey has really made me trust myself and trust my abilities and trust the universe. Like, I feel good. Like, I feel like no matter what happens tomorrow, I'm ready for this type of audition to come my way more often. I'm excited for a new chapter. I worked so hard to get here. Like, looking back at like where I started 3 years ago and where I am today, I'm so excited to be on Broadway. And I actually believe that it's gonna happen. I'm really excited. Anyway, all that to say. So today I'm just gonna go through all the material one more time, go do my show tonight, try to like take care of myself as much as I possibly can, and then wake up really early tomorrow. Between waking up and having your full voice takes about 4 hours, so I want to wake up relatively early tomorrow so I can like really warm up my body and my voice and my mind and tell myself that like I'm safe and I'm supposed to be here. And you've got a lot of people supporting you for a reason. I feel hope, I feel peace, I feel gratitude. I'm excited. This has been really fun to like sink my teeth into material that like I've loved my whole life, and it's really cool to dream.
There was 7:30 tonight, and tomorrow morning 11 a.m.
So
So we're doing it full. I'm so tired.
Woke up super early, music's blasting, did my hair, gonna eat breakfast, do my makeup, and then head directly to prom. Leaving in like an hour and some change. We got time, let's do it. Yeah.
And you're going to keep it there the whole time.
Alright, I am leaving in like 10 minutes to go leave for this audition. I'm just like packing up my stuff. I'm wearing like sweats and a t-shirt because I get really bad audition anxiety, so when I show up to the audition location in an outfit that like makes me comfortable, that helps a lot. In my side bag, I'm doing my dance clothes in case they ask me to stay to dance, fresh pair of socks, deodorant and perfume in case I'm really sweaty from first part of the audition of the day, my audition outfit and shoes in here because I'm not walking through New York City in these, nor would I want to wear a denim corset through Manhattan today. My period cramps are killing me. This is like a portable heating pad because sometimes like I'm dance call or whatever and my period literally just goes kind of slap this on my belly. It's in the shape of a heart, so if somebody sees it and they're like, what is that? It's my heating pad. Because of course my worst day, my worst period day is today. I woke up and I was like, always how it goes. In this one I have my sides and my sheet music that they asked me to prepare. I have my book. Alright guys, so like this is the end of this video because this was always about preparing for the audition. This is it. I'm heading out the door. This is the end. Thank you guys for following along, and no matter what happens, like the point of this was to show you guys the overarching preparedness that is required for a big audition. You've done everything at this point. All you can do is bring yourself, bring what you've prepared, and try your best. No caffeine. Let the adrenaline drive you. Okay. Thank you all. Let's go make our damn dreams come true, because that's what this is all about!
I feel like it's important to document the good and the bad, because without the bad, you can't get the good. So you don't always get to do everything that they ask you to prepare in the room. It's hard to know what to do after you've prepared for something so hard, and then they just, 2 weeks and probably about $400 to $500 invested in preparing for this audition, and then it's just 10 minutes, and that decides what's gonna happen next. And it was decided that that was gonna be it. And now, just finding a way to grieve. You work on it because you dream of the reality of it. And the hard part is, like, I put up these walls of, like, it could go wrong, so that if it does go wrong, I'm protecting myself. My friends, my family, and my therapist were all saying that you need to allow yourself to have this dream, but it's making this part harder. I gave a lot of my heart to this, and it's really hard to just watch it, like, die so fast. And now you have to just kind of let it go. That's really hard.
Steph. Okay. Hi guys. So it is the day after the audition. I spent a lot of yesterday grieving and crying and feeling all the feels, because when you dream big, you crash big. It's important to have gratitude, especially in this world where, like, this is a really privileged problem to have. And it's really important to take a step back and remember that a lot of people would have killed to be in that room. And that's in and of itself an accomplishment. The thing that I really want to focus on and learn from this lesson is that my body continues to go into a fight or flight panic situation when I go into an audition room with a casting director that I don't know. So my solution, so that I can prevent myself from shaking so much that I can't perform the way that I've been practicing, is to go to more workshops with casting directors so that I can get to know them prior to the audition, so that I'm not terrified of meeting this complete stranger and performing for them. I followed all my rituals of yoga and stretching and no caffeine. That's typically what I do before an audition to prevent myself from getting the shakes, but this time that did not work. I think it was also because of the level of this audition. Once I start auditioning for more Broadway shows, this will seem less terrifying, but this was my first in person for a Broadway show, so me shaking so much, kind of understandable. I'm trying to have a little more gratitude and peace with myself, a little more understanding that this was not the last chance. It just felt really important. That's okay. So if you have an audition coming up and you are also really nervous, really scared, you're not alone, and it's hard to find out what's the right method. It also just depends on the day. Depends on where you are in your cycle. I just so happen to be in a lot of pain, really high anxiety the second I woke up that day. That's just how we started the day. And it's funny how if I was in that situation on a stage in front of 3,000 people, I would have been less nervous, because there's something so much more anonymous about performing to a vast array of darkness than it is to one individual who's making the decisions. So I hope this video showed you a lesson of what it takes to prepare for a really big audition and what could actually happen in the room. The person in front of me was in Beetlejuice right now. She went in and then did her show that night on Broadway. When you start competing at a bigger level, yeah, you're gonna be competing with some Broadway talent. I was in a warm-up room, and right next to me, I heard Death Becomes Her in callbacks. Outsiders was on the other side of the hall. It felt like that magic moment of leveling up. It felt like I was the smallest fish in the biggest pond. I've been asking to have a change. I've been asking for chapter 2 of my performance career. Gotta put them up, because, you know, what's the point of training if you can't show a casting director? So now that we've been honing in on our dance skills, our singing skills, our acting skills, now we have to hone in on our auditioning skills. That's the lesson I needed to learn here. Take that for what you will. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something.